When a problem exists, we usually respond emotionally, whether it be internally, being resentful, angry, upset, frustrated, disappointed, and also externally we can tell people how disappointed, angry, frustrated we actually are, and that just helps the problem manifest even more. Some people think that the more people I tell, the better it will be, but that can start what I term a pity party. And ultimately, there's no real reason to tell lots and lots of people about a problem when one person could give you some candid guidance, advice and support for you to resolve it. So, a couple of things. First of all, stay away from pity parties. Just because someone's nodding their head and saying, oh, that's bad, oh, that's really bad, just because they're nodding their head and listening to you doesn't mean that they're actually interested in the problem. They're probably far more interested in helping you or hearing you develop a solution to the problem itself. One question to ask when there is a problem and it appears that the person is not willing or able to take any positive action to resolve it is, and I do invite you to have lots of rapport when you ask this question, or at least be out of striking distance, but when you ask this question authentically and allow time for a response to come back to you, it can be really worthwhile in terms of helping people separate themselves from the emotion of the problem. And that question is simply this. Tell me, how are you maintaining this problem? Sounds easy, sounds a little bit pointed, sounds, if said in the wrong tone or with the wrong intention, it can sound quite sarcastic or patronising. But the question is this, how are you maintaining this problem? Because if the problem does exist, they actually must be doing something to maintain it. So this question helps them release themselves from the emotion. Well, I'm not doing anything. It's not my fault. It's not my responsibility. It's him, it's her, it's them, it's the weather, it's the economy, it's the stock price. It's everything apart from me. But no, just because the weather's not as nice as you would like, that's got nothing to do with how you choose to communicate, behave, respond. Just because your boss is a little bit peeved, how you respond or deal with a situation is nothing to do with them. It's about taking responsibility and being able to respond with ability to a problem or a situation that needs and possibly deserves some candid solution. So the question is, how are you maintaining the problem? Well, I'm not. It's nothing to... No. Well, what are you not doing that perhaps you could do to resolve this problem and make the situation better? I don't know. If you did know, let's play that their brain is the world's most powerful computer, even though they don't have an owner's manual for it. But they must have a solution. Somewhere in there, it's your role to help them find that solution. Let's pretend that you did know. Act as if you did have a solution. What are two things that could really solve this problem, or at least move it forward? Well, I suppose I could do this, I suppose I could do that. Whilst it may be something confrontational in some people's minds, when you help them understand that they have a role to play in maintaining the problem but also solving the problem, and then ask a good question like, what are two things you could do? Well, I suppose I could do this, could do that. It helps them release themselves from maintaining the problem. It also helps them start to want to look for solutions. And bear in mind that solving the problem is their responsibility, not yours, but there's nothing wrong with being a good friend and a good colleague to help them do that. So the questions are going to come up again at the end of this video. Please think about 3 situations at work where you can actually use this in the next 10 days, and then please use it.